Mogbet here. For those who don't know me, I spent 24 years in the Army, mostly special operations, at which time I actually was involved in operations that were briefed at the National Command Authority. So that means I was preparing briefings for a 2-star general that would send it to a 4-star general that would go essentially to the Secretary of Defense and maybe on to the President. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. On the 8th of October, I analyzed the attack on Israel, and I had more questions than there were answers for at the time. We've gotten all the answers. Israel knew about this operation well in advance, as they should have, and they prepared for it in the sense that they wanted to respond in such a way that the brutality would be based on lies, and they would convince the world that babies were being beheaded. Okay, got it. Now it's time for phase 2. The United Nations must set up a war crimes tribunal, and the Israeli people must come to grips with the fact that they were lied to by their government, as well as the United States citizens by Joe Biden, who bought off on that bag of crap about 40 babies being beheaded. Israel, you're going to have to turn over your war criminals. And you can start with Netanyahu, who, since the H-dude, has been unequaled in brutality. You're going to have to turn over all of your officers that followed his orders and committed war crimes. There's no excuse for that under the laws of war. What you did to the Palestinian people is a war fucking crime, okay? I know this shit because I lived it for 37 years. Secondly, you're going to have to rebuild Palestine at some point. The world's going to have to rebuild it. All the people that were complicit in the lies, your hands are bloodied. Now you're going to have to send your money to rebuild Gaza. There's no other solution. And then Israel, you're going to have to give the Palestinian people the same rights that your citizens have, so that they can move about freely. This is not going to go away. The world is watching. You've got to turn over Netanyahu the minute a war crimes tribunal is established. And if there isn't a war tribunal established, the UN validates itself as a worthless money pit. We almost went to war, and it's not even over yet, because Joe Biden didn't have the wherewithal to understand that he was getting lies from a foreign country. He bypassed his Secretary of State and his entire intelligence community. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he knew about this all along, but he just figured Americans are fucking stupid. Well, we're not stupid anymore. We now have figured out that all of you people in positions of power are being paid for by AIPAC. That's how you get reelected. It's a big lie, folks. Don't be part of it. And make sure you let all of your friends and relatives know that this will not stand. And if you have kids that are in the military, understand that they could have been sent to fight for yet another war based on just lies. I've been in 3 of them, and every single one of them was based on lies. I'm pissed off. Free Palestine.